Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
This entire military is one cohesive, dedicated force. And the threats to our nations, they don't sleep. They're watching our every move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They may be watching this right now. Our military should not be mistaken for a cable news gabfest show. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, what you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. We have been honed into a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know what's good for you. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities.
Turnbuckles and Stogies. Yo, what is up? What is up? Yo, happy Sunday. Another Sunday with your favorite hostess with the mostest.
My dad, I'm doing a wrestling punch. I looked at him, I said, hey, I'm on Brooklyn, New York.
We're not in Brooklyn, sir. We're in upstate New York in Dutchess County. I'm originally from Yonkers. Hung out in the park.
I guess you guys don't know each other that well.
Oh,
What up, what up? Happy Sunday. It is us. It's your favorite podcast, Turnbuckles and Stogies. We're here live on another Sunday with you guys with Carolina Blue Cigars when he jumps on. But just to show you guys kind of a little preview,
I'm sorry.
I'll be smoking the brand new, unreleased, I guess if you want to call it unreleased, first time live on a podcast.
Toro.
No, you're smoking the Connecticut.
No, I'm smoking in Connecticut. But
Yeah.
you're smoking the thing. I'm trying to get in touch
I'm
with you
smoking
guys.
the Signature, which is a brand new one that's not out yet or hasn't been released. If you are in the, what is it, Woodbridge?
Yes.
Woodbridge area, they'll be live out there at the Cigar Firms Cigar Social, I think it's called, or something like that. Yep. Cigar Fest. Mm-hmm. Go check him out. Go hang out with him and all the other vendors there. I believe Sanj is there. Carolina Blue. I think Aventura might be there. There's a bunch of them there. So go hang out with them and get your cigars.
Is that right?
This is going to be my first time smoking one of these.
Is that right?
Should be. At CarolinaBlueCigars.com. You didn't do it right.
Go ahead, I got this.
Next week we have War Dogs, I would assume they're called.
Yes.
Hayes Gray Cigars.
Box is right.
Yeah,
there.
I'm gonna get it. So we got a little mail call yesterday from our friends over at Hayes Gray Cigars. As you guys can see, they actually taped it up all nice for us.
We smoke too, by the way.
So this is their line. We're going to get more into this next week. But they have the 1982, the 1996, Hayes Gray. That's not over here. No, I think it's out there.
All right, don't worry about the section.
Haze Gray. You have the Backpack, the Patriot, the Admiral, and the Brotherhood. So everything is mild to medium. The Brotherhood is the full body cigar that they have. But just to show you guys, this is what they look like. So they sent us. There's your Patriot right there. And you guys will hear all about this next week.
Yeah, we just give you a sneak
You have
peek.
the Admiral. And then you have the Brotherhood, which I like the dog tag aspect of the cigars. So not only did they send us the cigars, they sent us Haze Gray Cigars Perfect Cutters. They sent us, which is something new I've never seen before. And nobody really does this, which I think is cool. However you put it together, however you want to put it together. But they sent us a cigar rest with their logo burned in. So you want to put it together like this. You set it up, boom, lay your cigar across here. Put it like that. I mean, there's so many ways, so many things you could do with this. And then they sent us some stickers. So we want to thank them for taking care of us and, sending us a nice little care package. I actually smoked the Admiral last night, and it was an absolutely fantastic cigar. Go get yours. I'm sure you can order from HazeGrayCigars.com.
Yes, you can.
I believe so. But yeah, the Admiral, you smoked the Brotherhood last night. I smoked the Admiral. And I mean, start to finish, top to bottom, those cigars were absolutely phenomenal. Stay tuned for September 29th, because on September 29th, you will be watching our sit-down interview with Pedro Gomez, Drew Estate Cigars. You'll hear all about him. You'll hear all about the cigars that we were smoking. He'll explain more about his job and what he does with people and, what he does for Drew. So that's on the way. We're slowly filling out November now. We've sent out, I can kind of tell you who we sent out to. We sent out some emails to Crown Heads to come on the show. Don Bartolome Cigars. We'll be having New Jack City Cigars on, which is out of what, Brooklyn?
Bronx.
Is it Bronx?
Bronx.
New Jack
Gold
City.
Avenue.
New
If
Jack.
you're down there, check them out. You're on Southern Boulevard. Check them out on Southern Boulevard. You ain't gonna be displeased. They got great cigars, great food, and especially on Sundays when it's fun day, y'all motherfuckers gonna be in trouble because you can eat all day long. Oh, sorry, my bad, I forgot.
So yeah, so you got all that. Today you got, with all the obviously you have Carolina Blue coming on. A little bit about his brand, a little bit about him. And wanted to have him on to smoke his cigars and have him hang out with us and kind of tell us about him and his brand and have you guys learn all about him. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to trying this, which is a cigar that's not, is it released yet, did he say?
Not released.
So it's a not released cigar. So it's unreleased yet. So that means I'll smoke it here today with you guys as soon as he.
Shout out to my man Scott.
What's up, Scott? What's going on?
Hey, Chris, stay. We're on, bro. Whenever you want to come on, it's in the email. Check it out later.
So yeah, so
Got Rizzo's in the house. Yo, shout out Happy Yom Kippur, Happy Yom Skipper, whatever you call it, player. What's up?
yeah, there's a lot that we have working as far as the cigar world side. We're waiting on some emails back. Like I said, we sent out the crown heads. Just waiting on a day to sit down with him. We're waiting on a day to sit down with New Jack City. Don Bartolome is gonna let me know.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Make sure you follow us on YouTube. You heard?
Which we actually are at 100 subscribers now.
Scott, you got to send me your phone number again. It's not my phone. My phone didn't update. I got a new phone, i17. You know how
We're at you got a 16.
Well, whatever it is. Send me your phone number on Facebook.
But yeah, we got we're at 100 now on YouTube. We're at, I think, almost 200 on Facebook. Make sure you guys go get your merchandise. You can get my logo. You can get his logo. You can get the new logo.
Check out the new logo play.
You know, get that aprons, hats, shirts, hoodies,
Dongs,
backpacks, stuffed animals, coffee mugs, travel coffee mugs, stickers, bumper stickers, mouse pads. I mean, you name it, I got my logo on everything.
Because he's the producer.
Your logo's on everything too. I gotta fix yours. Yeah, no, we don't have one of those.
We're not authorized to have one of those.
I don't have one of those.
We're not authorized to have that logo.
I don't have one of those.
We can't have a block logo. We didn't authorize that. You have to authorize it.
So yeah, like I said, there's a lot we got going on. I'm working on having some more wrestlers on. We're gonna try to set up another day to sit down with the Metal Maniac, because I know you guys thoroughly enjoyed his stories just as much as I did. I have part of that second episode. I don't know if I'm going to drop it yet. I might wait and you know, put it all together. Yeah, there's a lot that we have kind of lined up and
so
working on and stuff like that.
Let's talk about some wrestling. And wait, first thing I got to talk about. Shout out to Jackson Dart and Scatterboo, who now we call Dartascoop, Scabadart. Shout out to them. New York Giants, baby. Keep it going. Now let's talk about some wrestling.
You had Crown Jewel Saturday morning. I was trying to think. Sorry. I was trying to think of, because you got so much that's going on this weekend alone. I have to get my facts in order. So you had Crown Jewel in Perth, 8 o'clock yesterday morning, which if you didn't watch it, go out of your way to do it. Download a VPN. Just send it to Canada. Don't even worry about it. So, yeah, Crown Jewel. Main event was Cody versus Seth. Co-main event was Tiffany versus Stephanie Vaquer. You had Roman and Big Bronson Reed open up the show. Then you had Rhea and Io versus the Kabuki Warriors. I think there was only 4 or 5 matches on that whole card. And it was phenomenal from top to bottom. You had Seth over Cody, who's the new Crown Jewel champ, but he's got the Crown Jewel ring instead because that's what they give out. Then you have check the email. Oh, the Turnbuckles email.
Very good.
Then you had Stephanie over Tiffany for the belt. the Crown Jewel Championship. Stephanie's now the champ. The Tribal Thief beat the Tribal Chief because the Usos kind of cost him the match. Yeah, it Rhea wound up that whole card, man, told the story from top to bottom. You had AJ versus John, which for those of you who are fans of that and know the history of those two, one was the face of the WWE, one was the face of TNA. At that time, there were no two bigger faces of a company than those two guys. And to have them one last time, as John's got 4 dates left, AJ retires next year. To do that in Perth at Crown Jewel was absolutely phenomenal. No pun intended. And for those of you who didn't know, that gear that AJ came out in, not only was it his old style gear from TNA, but that was the gear he was wearing on the cover of Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Okay, we're back. No, so what they're setting up for is my fault. So what they're setting up for is the MFT. My MFT, yeah. They're setting up. All right, I'm gonna have to unplug this. So as I was saying, what's gonna happen is it's gonna be, I believe personally, I think it's gonna be the Wyatts versus My Family Tree. It'll be Uncle Howdy, Eric Rowan, Dexter Loomis, and Joe Gacy versus Solo and the Tongans and Jeff Cobb. I'm sorry, JC Mateo. My fault. Let me get that correct. I still think that's the dumbest fucking thing he could have ever did, but that's beside the point. That's
JC Mateo.
And that's because I didn't think he needed that group coming in to begin with.
Never did.
He fits it, but it's definitely not definitely not for him. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't need that group. He could go do it on his own. I mean, I know what you're saying though. You know, I think that's why they're kind of slowing down on Roman and the Usos and Roman and Solo, and now it's kind of Seth and the Vision versus Roman, and the Usos, and kind of back and forth. And I think it's going to wind up, you're not going to get that in the Survivor Series match, because what you're going to get is Rollins is going to, I'm going to give it till like October, I'd say November or December, potentially. I'd say probably before War Games, if they do it, is going to be when the Bronze break up from Seth. That's just my opinion. Everybody's allowed to have their own. That's mine. I've seen that kind of writing on the wall for the past couple of weeks. Because really, if you think about it, after that match with Punk and AJ, and him and Becky lost, how do you come back from that? You're the leader of the Vision, and you have this big vision, and you just lost. How does that work? So, on that note, guys, and then when I come back, we'll finish talking about the pay-per-view, move on to tonight's pay-per-view, Bound for Glory, Lowell, Massachusetts, Hardy's Dudley's, one last time. So when we get back,
guys, I'm trying to get in touch with
we'll talk about that.
It's been way too long since I heard your voice, It's been way too long since I felt your touch, Oh, I don't wanna leave you now, no. Baby, don't walk away, no. It's been way too long since I felt your touch, It's been way too long since I heard your voice call my name. I don't wanna leave you now, no. Baby, don't walk away, no. It's been way too long since I heard your voice call my name. It's been way too long
So we are back, guys.
Even really more than
What's going on? What's on and popping?
you know.
We are here, and we are hanging out with you guys. We're not sure where our guest is. I can't.
Put 8,000.
I emailed him. I texted him.
No, leave it at 6,000.
Um,
I'm so confused, Dave. I've never been asked that before.
You know, I can't.
6,000. I think that works.
So let's go over, because I'm gonna wind up smoking this, or I'm gonna smoke the Connecticut. One of the two. We'll figure it out. So tonight you have Bound for Glory. You can get it, I believe, on the TNA app, Triller TV, not HBO. You can get it on a few different platforms. I don't have them at the top of my head, but I'm going to give you the lineup. So for the pre-show, you're going to have The Inspiration, Cassie Lee and Jessie McKay, which for those of you who don't know was the Iconics in WWE, Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, versus the Elegance brand, Heather by Elegance and M by Elegance, with the personal concierge for the TNA Knockouts titles. Then on the main card, you have match number 2 of the night, but it's match 1 of the main card is Leon Slater versus the young OG Javon Evans for the TNA X Division title, which I know that's going to be a phenomenal match from start to finish. Then you have the 20-person intergender Call Your Shot Gauntlet, where the winner is going to receive a trophy and a contract they can invoke at any time within 1 year for a championship match they're choosing. So that's going to be fun, because the Call Your Shot has had guys like Rhino, Matt Cardona, Heath Slater, Tessa Blanchard, Penta. It's had everybody show up in it, which it's so I'm looking forward to that. Then you have Tessa Blanchard versus Gia Miller in a singles match. Frankie Kazarian versus Steve Macklin for the International Championship, which used to be, I believe, the Digital Media Championship. So that should be interesting. I'm looking forward to that one. The System, Moose, Alicia Edwards, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, and JDC versus Order 4, which is Mustafa, Tasha Steele, Special Agent Zero, Jason Hodge, and John Schuyler.
All right, he's coming on, guys. I just reached out to him. He's gonna be on.
10-person intergender hardcore war. Looking forward to that one as well. Kalani Jordan versus Indy Hartwell for the Knockouts title. The main event, there's 2 co-main events. The main event is Trick Williams versus Mike Santana for the TNA title. And then the next match, the match before that, I think personally is the main event in this whole card. You know, people can tell me no, people can tell me yes, completely and totally your personal preference. While I want to see Mike Santana win the belt, this match being billed as one final table for the TNA and NXT World Tag Team titles.
The bottom.
The Hardys versus Team 3D.
The Hardys. 4 tag team titles.
You know, I think that match is going to be the main event of the night. As much as Trick Willie and Mike Santana are the main event, technically, I think personally it's going to be a good match. I'd like to see. I like it being billed as one final table. We know that they're going to show out each team. They're going to pull out all the stops. You know that as well as I do.
They're going to pull out more stops than a bus stop in a New York City terminal.
I'm very excited for that. Possibly going to be watching that one. For those of you that follow the indie wrestling as well, last night was night 1 of GCW Fight Club, which main evented with the Art of War Games match covered in panes of glass was the roof, and it was Team GCW versus Team Juggalo Championship Wrestling. It's great. If you have Triller, go get it. Go watch it. Tonight's night 2. The main event is Vandal 48 versus Mads Cruel Kruger, Charlie Mason.
Okay.
And I forget who the last person is. So I would suggest going to get it if you can.
Our guest is coming on, guys. We got to.
And then
he's very busy.
So, we talked about the Call Your Shot gauntlet. So entrant number 1 is Lai Ying Lee. Which, well, no, you know who that is? That's Xia Li from WWE. That's her real name. She's entrant 1, and entrant 20 is good old Mance Warner.
Then you have with the beard.
Then you have BDE, Zaya Brookside, the Hometown Man, Nick Nemeth, Ryan Nemeth, Mara Sade, and Joe Hendry are all unknown entrants. So you figure you have
Joe Hendry's making a name
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 entrants announced. That means there's 11 potential surprise entrances.
Joe Hendry's making a name for himself, ain't he?
So I'm curious to see who shows up tonight, who returns to TNA, who does what, who wins the gauntlet, who wins the belts. It'd be interesting to see if the Dudleys take the belts off the Hardys. It'd become interesting after that. I think it'd become very interesting.
Yes. I don't think what other team can take the belts off the Dudleys?
I mean, anybody could take the belts off of anyone, really. But
who's going to do it?
That's the thing is, do they want to go work NXT and TNA all at the same time and do all that?
Or
I don't know.
Or can they go to AEW and Christian and Edge come back?
That won't happen. That won't happen.
Why not?
Because those 4 guys won't go over there.
The roles are right.
No, because they're all signed to TNA contracts. They can't just go over there.
Money talks and bullshit.
They're not. Trust me, I know TKO offered TNA a nice pretty penny to have that partnership. AEW AEW had it.
The partnership?
AEW had the partnership and completely and totally messed it up.
I'm just saying the partnership.
So they really and truly don't deserve that TNA partnership because they completely destroyed it.
You have a regular cutter.
They destroyed it all. It's outside. So on that note,
you should give him a few.
That's fine. Let me take a commercial break, and then we will hopefully be back with our guest.
And stripes and the courage to stand and fight. Fighting fighting for. It's on church steeple on Sunday, and all the colors of the USA. It's fields and farms and city lights, and the courage to stand and fight. Some things are worth fighting for. Worth fighting for. Some things are worth fighting for. It's so worth fighting for. Worth fighting for. It's a tower high in the sky, a lonesome train whistle in the night. Yeah, I've got this tattoo of the stars and stripes, and I'm not afraid to stand and fight. Some things are worth fighting for. Worth fighting for. Some things are worth fighting for. It's so worth fighting for. Worth fighting for. Worth fighting for. Worth fighting
Yo, what is up? What is up? We are back. It is me, the big dog, the vanilla gorilla, Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod, your favorite podcast going today. And check us out on all streaming networks. Shout out to MBR Radio
Yes, sir.
and everybody that's our sponsors. I can't name them all because we got too many, but so hopefully our guys going to be jumping on.
Listen,
soon.
if he don't come on, I'm gonna sit down with him today. As soon as this is over, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna have a interview conversation, and that will be up today. That will be up on YouTube today.
Because it's not, I mean,
He's supposed to be at an event today, but we will sit down and we will do an interview and get it done, and there will be an interview up if he doesn't make it on. So I will
I'm gonna go get shot.
I will make sure of that. I was hoping to not have to smoke. I mean, I could light this cigar up. I could light it up.
I'm trying to hold out for a host.
So, like I said, we know this doesn't normally happen. Honestly, it doesn't normally happen. It is what it is. I'm still here.
I'm still here.
So, what? If you guys have a chance, go rent or go buy Bound for Glory tonight. because I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a good show.
I think so too, son.
Especially kicking off. Well, I wouldn't say kicking off the main card.
Right.
Just the way they're listed. That's just the way they're listed online. That doesn't mean that that's how it's going to start if it's going to be Javon Evans and Leon Slater. But if it is Javon Evans and Leon Slater,
right,
that's going to be a match to follow. That's going to be a match to follow. Javon Evans and Leon Slater.
Right.
Because really, both of those guys are young, up-and-coming superstars who have a lot of respect for the business, the guys that came before them. I mean, just this week, Leon Slater wrestled, what was it, Friday night?
Yep.
Wrestled the Underground King and the former youngest person to ever hold the X Division title, the Amazing Red, and went out, what was that match, 20, 25 minutes?
Yep.
Something like that, right? 20, 25 minutes. And if not longer. And they both showed that they can go, and Red gave his endorsement to Leon Slater, who is now the youngest X Division champion, broke Red's record. I mean, you could bring Red in now and probably give him an X Division title run, and he'd still do good.
Sure will.
But just if you're going to kick off the show with that, how do you really follow that? How do you follow two young guys like that? But then you, like I said, then you have the hardcore war, the intergender hardcore war. Sorry. Then you have, the intergender war. You have one final table. You have the tag title match, which is the final table. Then you have the world title match and Trick Willie and Mike Santana. There's so much going on that card.
Right.
You have the Call Your Shot gauntlet. You have the tag titles the women's tag titles on the line in the beginning on the pre-show. Then you have, the oh my God, the Knockouts title on the line during the card. That card is so loaded. And yes, I know it's a pay-per-view. It's supposed to be loaded. Ha ha ha, funny. I know that. But
I mean, I didn't watch it because I had to work and other things happened, but I caught.
No. Yeah, I'm talking about tonight's TNAs.
Oh, tonight's TNAs.
It's a loaded card. I get it. It's a pay-per-view. It's supposed to load the card. But each match has a story attached to it. They're not just
Shout out to Tricky Dicky.
They're not just loading a card to load a card, which, and I'm going to knock them here a little bit, even though I like them a lot. AEW's been known to load a card just to load a card.
Correct.
And I'm not shitting on that by any means.
Correct.
By any means. But today's card were loaded cards, but every match told a story. And that's the thing. They play Friday. Again, this Gia Miller and Tessa Blanchard, that's been a story being told for probably about a month and a half now, if not longer than that.
Well, Tessa, let's be honest. Tessa has had her problems throughout the years. No. That's why she got let go by everybody else. And I guess you might have learned a lesson, but you can't learn your lesson when you're a moron.
Well, I mean, really.
Because she walks in the locker room and thinks her shit don't stink. And her shit does stink.
From what I heard, it's not like that anymore.
Is your father Magnum TA?
Well, stepfather.
Or is your father Tully Blanchard?
Her real father is Tully. Her stepfather is Magnum.
I mean, I'm just saying, pick who you want to be your father.
But that's going to be a match because I don't remember if Gia Miller is a wrestler or not, or if she was just a commentator. I don't remember. I know she was a commentator for TNA, but I don't know if she's had any past training. I don't know if she was an independent wrestler brought on as a
Who's that?
commentator. Gia Miller. She might have trained. I could be wrong.
Gia?
GIA Miller, right there. Professional wrestler. She was.
Georgia Leanne Milton,
Hit the Wikipedia
better
button.
known as Gia Miller, is an American professional wrestler, interviewer, and manager, currently signed with Nonstop Wrestling.
Let me see who.
She went by Mean Gia Miller.
What does it say
Glenn,
who she
Russ
was
Behind.
trained by?
Give me a second, I'll get this one.
So there's not much known on her yet. She's only been around since before COVID.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
So it's very possible. Where's she from?
Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
And there's down south, there's a lot of schools.
Built from Roadhouse, Texas. Debuted in 2019.
Yeah. So she's got to be, she was probably trained by Alabama. There's a lot down there. Oh, you know who's down there? Rocket City Wrestling. Probably where she came from. So I'm curious to see what she can do because I don't think I remember seeing any of her matches on the indies. And that's not a knock on her. There's too many to keep up with personally. So I'm curious to know, what's the plan, where they're going to go with this.
Well, that's because in 2025 she attacked
at Slammiversary.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was attacked by her.
No, she attacked.
No, Miller was attacked by Tessa.
Oh.
I remember that. That was at Slammiversary, which we watched, remember?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if they make her a full-time wrestler. I don't know. I have no idea, guys. Listen, I can give you my predictions for the night.
She was trained by George South and Mike Jackson.
That's what I was wondering.
She initially trained with George South in Charlotte and later went to Mike Jackson.
All right, so
in Texas.
That's about 250 years of experience.
Yeah, give or take.
Give or take a few years?
Give or take.
Not a lot, though. Just a few.
No, just a few years. Not a lot. I'm sorry, guys. I'm talking to the guy.
What's George about? What's George about?
George about 80 years
85,
old.
85, and Mike Jackson, I think they said is pushing 90.
He's about 80 years old.
Mike Jackson's 70, I believe. So I'm going to give you my predictions for the night. On the pre-show, you have, like I said, you got the Inspiration versus the Elegance brand. I think you see the Inspiration keep the tag titles for the knockouts. Leon Slater and Javon Evans. That's going to be an X Division match to pay attention to, because that's going to have a lot of implications. That's for sure. Man. Leon Slater and Javon Evans. My pick to win.
I think this is the first time I'm not smoking this cigar in life.
I'm smoking, but not really smoking.
I'm going to smoke this.
Javon Evans and Leon Slater. That's going to be a hard match to pick, because Leon's getting a hell of a push from TNA and Javon's getting a big one from WWE.
Correct.
So that's a toss-up match. I'm going to say Leon retains.
So quick question, guys. You guys should shave it off, or what's the story? Help me out here. I need to shave it. Let me know. Let me know in the comments.
Call your shot, Gauntlet, because there's too many unknown factors as far as entrants go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to give my pick on that, because those gauntlets are hard to give a pick on.
Right.
Tessa Blanchard and Gia. If they're going to prolong this and make her a wrestler and transition out of commentary, I'm going to say Tessa wins, because then they can prolong Gia.
Right. Correct.
But you could also say Gia can win because then that can show she can wrestle and beat Tessa.
Right.
So, I mean, I'd go. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a surprise like roll up or something and Gia wins. I'd say Gia. Steve Macklin and Frankie Kazarian for the International Championship. I mean, Frankie's on a hell of a run right now in TNA, that's for sure. The king of TNA. I could see Macklin beating him, though. The System, Moose, Alicia Edwards, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards versus Order 4, Mustafa Ali, Tasha Steele, Special Agent Zero, which, if I'm right, is the really big, tall guy, and that's Big Bill Collier from the independent scene. For those who don't know, in a 10-person intergender hardcore war, I'm going to say the System wins this hands down. Kalani Jordan versus Indy Hartwell. I mean, Kalani just won the Knockouts title, so I don't see them taking it off of her yet. But Indy's got a big buzz. Indy's making the rounds. She's making the towns.
Rounds and towns.
She's put in a lot of work for TNA over the past year or two. I'm going to say they're going to keep it on Kalani. The Hardys, I'm not going to call the winner on that match. Not calling it. Because everybody that watches that match is going to be a winner. Mike Santana and Trick Williams. I think it's time Trick loses the belt. I think Mike picks it up. I think it's about time Mike Santana picks it up, because if anybody's paid attention to his Instagram, he said you have to go backwards to be able to go forwards. And if you notice where he was, did you see his Instagram?
Yes.
His post, where was he? He was in the LAX hangout with Loki's pitcher and Conan and Hector Guerrero and Selena and Zelina Vega and Sarita and Hernandez and Homicide and Loki. And so I think tonight's the night they put it on him. It ain't like he doesn't deserve it. It's not like you don't deserve it. I think your two longest matches of the night, besides the gauntlet match, your two longest matches are probably going to be the tables match and the Trick and Mike Santana match. But Javon Evans will probably be a close, Javon Evans and Leon Slater will be a close third. The gauntlet match I'm not going to count as the longest match because,
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Quick break.
Chris from Carolina.
Where's that?
On the front lines we stand, side by side, with courage and strength that we won't let slide. Through the chaos, our hearts beat as one. Each brother's a soldier, into battle we run. When the shots ring out, we won't back down. In the silence of loss, we'll wear our crown. We are soldiers, brothers in arms. Through fire and fury, we weather the storms. In unity, forged through the blood that we've shed. Together we stand, living for the dead. Each step we take, through the mud and the pain, memories linger like the echoes of rain. We fight for the fallen, our spirit won't break. In honor we carry their names in our wake. Though the cost is high, our bonds grow tight. In the darkest of ours will shine our light. We are soldiers, brothers in arms. Through fire and fury, we weather the storms. In unity, forged through the blood that we've shed. Together we stand, living for the day. With every heartbeat, we carry their name. In the brotherhood force, we'll never be the same.
Carolina Coast.
Yo, what is up? What is up? Yo, we are back. Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod, your favorite podcast on all streaming networks. Check us out. Shout out to MBR Radio. And we are now back with the CEO and founder of Carolina Blue Cigars, Mr. Chris. Sorry it took him a while.
The interview of the week is brought to you by Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Man, I thought we was coming on at 12. That's my fault.
Hey, listen, it's okay. Because after we go off at 12:30, we can still do it and we're gonna drop it. So it's fine.
If we have to, yeah.
So what is going on, Mr. Chris? Thank you, and I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule in New Jersey today.
Well, actually they canceled the event in Jersey because of the weather.
Really? Oh, because of the nor'easter.
Yeah. So I'm good. I was happy about that in a sense. Because I was like, because it's October. I'm from New York, so I know how the weather is crazy sometime in October, November. So I was kind of happy that they canceled it. I didn't want to be out in the wind.
I was sitting out there on live with OG.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it. Yeah, I hit OG up with some cigars too. So we supposed to.
Yeah, I know. He told me, he goes, I got those. I said, yeah, I already smoked that one, bro. It's good. I said, it's good. Don't worry about it.
Wow.
So now let's talk about how did you get into cigars and what did you do before you got into cigars?
I'm a vet, 30-year vet in the military. That was, something I kind of wanted to do, I guess, back into my G.I. Joe days as a child. G.I. Joe.
Thank you for your service, my brother.
Appreciate it. And a little bit before that, I worked in tobacco too. I used to go to North Carolina, and my family's from there, so I used to work in tobacco fields. When I was a teenager. So that to be honest with you, I never thought I would be in tobacco. I thought I would be doing something else. I loved golf, so I was playing golf all the time, and I thought I was going to get into the apparel golf business in a sense, but things kind of changed and went in a different direction. And then I got a relative in DR. He kind of got me involved in tobacco again, and the rest is history. The rest is history. So yeah, 10 years, going on 10 years now. We've been knocking out good cigars, and we've been holding on to this batch for a while. And I know nobody has anything on the market like it, so it is.
So now,
and that would be this one.
Correct.
Yes,
that one.
The first time I ever smoked your cigar was about 2 years ago. Somebody sent it to me in a cigar Christmas bomb. It was the little one.
Oh, it's probably the Dominican Puro. That's the small, or that one, or the
Was it that color?
Did it have a pigtail on it? A long pigtail on it?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
You got that one. What was it? Which one did you have? The Maduro one or the Habano?
I think it was this one.
It was the black and gold band. He said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those were like, so it had to be more like 3 years ago then.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it had to be like 3 years because I had those for a short period of time, and I was just playing around because people was like, "Oh, you don't have anything strong." I'm like, okay, give me a little bit. So we was just playing around. I always get requests for those too. I mean, now that these blends are out now, I don't know if I need to even bring those out because the ones you guys have are, they're medium to full, and we do have a full body one. Yeah. So you have the Corojo on the right with the that's a Nicaraguan blend, and then you have the new on the left side. You have the Essence of the Leaf blend, which is a Dominican Nicaraguan blend. So, and that one right there, the Essence of the Leaf, it sells out within a couple of days.
That's the one that he's smoking, right? The white label.
No, that one, the white label is a Corojo. The one that you're smoking right now with the blue label is the Essence of the Leaf, and that's the one that is just going crazy right now.
So I smoked that one, and I texted you, bro. I nubbed it so far down, I burnt my fingers. That's how good it was. I was like, yo. I said to Joey, I said, oh,
it's
my
God.
God.
Like that first third, even off the light up, has just that pepper bomb.
For some, depend. It's a mixture of
and like some chocolate almost.
It's a different kind of pepper though. It's more spice other than like pepper. It's more like a spice type thing.
Yes.
But yeah. And it's you're gonna get it all the way through the whole cigar.
I like that. I like when you get that through the whole cigar because it adds, especially like once you start getting, depending on the cigar, you might get the earthy notes, the chocolatey, the espresso.
Yeah, you're gonna get all of that. You're gonna get all.
Yeah, it all kind of ties in together, and nothing really overpowers each other. It all mixes so well.
Yeah, you're gonna get that. That cigar, and the crazy part is that is the simplest one we made. It's just a very basic cigar that we like. You know what? Everybody's out here just throwing together all this exotic stuff. Let's just go basic, and it's no Lajero in there at all. It's just Seco.
Interesting.
And it's high quality 7-year-old Seco.
Wow.
That's what 6 and 7-year-old tobacco is supposed to taste like. Just like that.
Yeah, and I've had cigars with 6 or 7-year-old tobacco, and they don't taste like this.
Chris, and it's funny that you said that. And it's funny that you said that, Chris, because I'm friends with RTB, and him and I were talking about you coming on. Mm-hmm. He's like, yo, Chris is a cool dude, and he knows his stuff. And the funny thing is this: the way you said that's what 7-year-old tobacco is supposed to taste like. Most people will tell you, oh, you got to age your tobacco for 12, 13, 14, 15 years. I said, bro, I hung out with Jonathan Drew. And Jonathan Drew, when I asked him that question, he chuckled.
No.
He goes, who says that? I said, bro, I'm just telling you. This is what I hear. And I've been in the cigar business for 30 years, just smoking cigars and hanging out with people like you. But when you say to somebody, oh, that been smoking cigars for 20, 30 years, a 12 age is better than a 4 age. Why? And they can't answer that.
Right.
That's all about the aging process, though. That's all about how they age their tobacco.
True. There's a process. That, in other words, it's very simple. It's very simple. We don't that tobacco just been aged in water and temperature, and that's it. No nothing. Just sitting, fermenting, water, turning. That's it, and it comes to its pure form. And that's it.
So explain that, because I've never heard of that it ferments in water. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Explain
When
that.
when we do the first, because you know the pressure. Yeah, of course, everybody knows the fermentation process where it pushes all the ammonia to the bottom because it heats up on the bottom. So we flip it, add water to it to help it even get more of the natural what it will say in the natural impurities out of the tobacco. So whichever tobacco it is, you know, because some people have to, you know, you have to spray it for, you know, beetles and all that. That's not we're not talking about anything like that. We're just talking about how to get the tobacco to its natural taste of wherever it came from. So of course, some of that tobacco is grown in DR and some of it is grown in Nicaragua, but the ultimate way to make it at its highest peak is process it all in the same place, meaning the Nicaraguan and the Dominican process it in the same area where all the tobacco is doing its thing all together. So if I go and get some, you know, some tobacco from Esteli and I got some from DR and we try to like, oh, let's put all this together, the cigar is not gonna taste nothing like that. So that's the thing that people are doing is they're getting all this tobacco from all over the place and they ferment it for 3 or 4 months or maybe 6 months or maybe 8 or whatever. It's still not going to taste the same because it's not going through its natural process of how we're going to make this tobacco work. So that's the thing now. Yes, I'm gonna call them out. Is people are rushing to make something like what nobody else has, but you're not doing the process. Like, you know, this tobacco's been sitting there for 6 years, 7 years. The one you have, the Corojo, that cigar is 3 years old.
This one?
Yeah, that's 3-year-old cigar there.
I'm personally looking forward to trying that as a morning cigar.
Yeah.
Because I smoke Connecticut's throughout the day. It doesn't matter to me, but like for a brand like yours, who I haven't had the opportunity to try yet, you know, I like to start first thing in the morning with, you know, something like that to kind of, okay, this is what it's, you know, what it's supposed to taste like when you first light up or first thing when your palate is clean.
I got to tell you, when you dry puff it, oh my God, the flavors are tremendous. And, you know, it's just something, and I don't say this to everybody, but this is just something that I've never had before. I don't know what you got in it, but bro, keep it going because this shit is good.
And that's part of, you know, once I said I got into business, I mean, it took me a while to really understand, you know, what the market was asking, what we could do. You know, I would say over my first 3 years or so, I was really like finding myself in a sense. And then after, you know, and then it got to a good factory, El Fuente, and then they had the same kind of beliefs that I did. And then, you know, and some of the stuff that, you know, they put out, they're like, I don't want that. This is the blend that I want. Let's work on this one. And they know the standard, what I'm looking for. I use the it's so early in the morning. It's like I just got up. I use the thing like a bespoke suit maker, right? If I make suits, nobody else should have a suit like mine.
Correct.
It should be a one of a kind suit.
That's how I look at guys my size. I'm like, hey, you guys ain't making a million cigars. Why are you trying to make cigars like what everybody else has? You should go in somewhere and smoke something. You know, I'm calling people out. At this point in my, what the fuck people can do for me now. So
we're here for it.
I'll go smoke. Fuck it. I'll go smoke a West Tampa, right? Because everybody likes it. Or I'll go smoke the CX3 by CAO. Or I'll go smoke whatever. And I'm like, okay. Let's see why they like it. And you get that right there.
No, listen, and the fact that you're able to sit down with the brands that, you know, you probably smoked throughout your time before the industry, and still smoke while you're in it. It's like, okay, I like that, but let's take that and kind of tweak it and put it on our level. And I think that's what sometimes like I personally look for when I'm talking to guys like you or Rick or we
got Haze the Gray on next week.
Aventura Cigars, like they've kind of said the same thing you do. They go around, okay, let's we'll smoke a CAO, we smoke this. Hey, listen, I like this. Let's take this and put it on our level, or something similar to this, but give it our twist.
Right. And you have to, and again, everybody's different, and I know the volume may be different, and I know sometimes people blend for volume and they just don't have the time to really narrow it down. I get it, but if you want to stand out and just do what you got to do, sometimes you got to slow the process down and like, you know what, like me, I'm at this point. The 10th year anniversary is important for me. So I'm taking the market by storm. I'm calling names. I'm like, yo, like, what's the problem here? Everybody, nothing against legacy. But at some point, if you eating McDonald's every fucking day, and I'm over here making craft burgers at the best stuff, are you going to keep eating McDonald's or what? You know what I'm saying? Not saying there's stuff at McDonald's, I'm just making a comparison. Like, come on, come over here, try this right here, and tell me why you don't like it. For one, everybody I give that cigar to, I say, just smoke it. And I just walk away. I don't say nothing. Because I know there is nothing out there like that.
Is this on the market yet?
I haven't officially released it, but I'm going to release it probably. I need to send something to Half-Will and make it out there or whatever. Do it official. What I was really wanting to do was kind of take it to Tampa, but when I started smoking them, I'm like, I can't hold these no more. These have to come out.
I'm asking because of the fact that I'm already enjoying it, and I know I'm gonna want more.
Oh yeah, you hit me up. Hit me up. I got you.
Okay.
Listen. I told you when I texted you, and Ron goes, he ain't gonna be mad. And you said, I thought they were for the podcast. I said, bro, I like to taste it before I smoke.
And see, he gravitates more towards the fuller bodies like this.
Yes.
So that was his first initial grab was, let me just grab this one and try this.
I'm gonna tell you, bro, I sat out front. I had my couple beers.
Yeah, because I had to go to work.
That. Man, I was smoking that, and I was like, and when you text me, you said, you nubbing it? I said, bro, I'm burning my fingers.
Yeah, and that's not even the fullest one. That's like medium.
What do you mean that's not the fullest one?
It's not.
Oh, you got to send me a message.
If this is medium,
you got to send me a message.
If this is a medium,
it's medium.
I can tell you it don't taste like a medium.
I'm gonna tell you right now. It has happened to me. I'm saying this because it's happened to me while I've been smoking these. That cigar has changed my palate to a whole nother level. Like, okay, I'm calling them out again. I smoked the Triple Hero. The Triple Maduro by, who's that? Camacho. Somebody says, oh, that's really strong. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. Right. So I of course, I have another small batch of Blue Light Special, which is a Oscuro. And I smoked that on the way back. I'm like, Camacho don't have shit on this. So it's changed. It's changed. Like tobacco.
I've smoked cigars that say Triple Maduro, and they're not even
right.
They're not close to a full body.
Right. And people don't understand. Like, I have this conversation about full body all the time. I'm like, what do you mean full body? Well, tell me why you like full body. Because I'm curious to know. I want to know everybody's opinion of what they think of full body. So part of the opinion is where you're from. What's your background? Like, are you from the South? Or you from, different parts of the country that eat spicy food? And all this stuff comes into play. So, so they like, oh, I said, well, you just, like, why do you like it? Does it give you are you feel high all day or stomach hurt? And I said, for one, that is, the damn cigar is too strong for you, for one. So you shouldn't be smoking it, for one, if it makes you high. So I said, really, full body should make you feel like you just got out the shower, a hot shower, your body temperature is raised, and you're relaxed. That's what it should make you feel like. It shouldn't make you run to the bathroom, take a shit, or whatever you got to do.
Right.
It shouldn't do that to you. And I keep telling people that. Now, if you're from Louisiana or, the Caribbean or wherever you're from, and you typically like spicy food, then it's going to be like a hot meal that you put a lot of spices on, and it'll raise your temperature in your body. And that's what a full body cigar should do to you. That's the next level of the cigar we have, where it raises, you can feel the heat in your body raising, but it relaxes you at the same time.
So what he's saying is,
yes,
that's a very good morning cigar to start your day off.
I love this cigar. I'm telling you right now, dog. I gotta hit you. Listen, this shit right here, for y'all that don't know, the Corojo.
I personally, I like the band colors on this one.
Yes, because we're UNC fans.
I'm a Tar Heel fan. So this band to me is like just perfect.
I'm a Tar Heel fan too, but it don't have anything to do with that. But
I know it don't, but it's just it's ironic that it's almost that same
color.
That same colors. Yeah. But no, it's listen, the transition is there.
Yes.
That transition is there. It's done right, and the quality of it, just everything about this is right.
And sometimes when we promote this, our friend Mark, he goes by Badass Cigar Life on Instagram.
Okay.
If we tell him to order, he's not going to order 2 or 3.
He might order a 5-pack to start.
Yeah, and
that's
then
fine.
he'll be like, yo, Chris, can I get like 3 or 4 boxes?
So now, can people order directly from you? Do you have a distributor?
Yeah. No, you can order. You can just hit me on Instagram or whatever. See, what we're trying to do is be transparent. I kind of slowed down, kids and other things that I had to do in life. Slowed me down a little bit over the last year and a half, 2 years. We picking up fucking steam now. It's like I'm kicking indoors. Like if you say no next, because I know the next person's gonna want it. So eventually, I give myself 5-6 months. These cigars gonna be everywhere, but they can order straight from me. Send me a DM. I'll get it to my people to get it back to you, and we'll arrange how. Okay. So yeah, they're gonna be out there. They're out there.
Let me ask you this: are you anywhere in New York and New Jersey?
We're in Maduro. Raymond and Maduro's, right?
Maduro's.
In the Bronx. In the Bronx.
Yeah, we went there.
We went there. Yeah. That's on 187th
and Southern
in Southern Boulevard.
Yeah. Down the street from there. It's right there. That's my dog. We've been together since the beginning of Carolina Blue Cigars. He has the 60s. He has the stronger ones.
Now you're gonna make me take a trip down there. And I was supposed to go see New Jack City, but now you're gonna make me take a trip down there.
No, you don't have to take a trip. I'll send you something. I'll let you taste those. I'm gonna let you taste those. I got the ones that the little. I got the nub ones too, and you're gonna love those. Those are gonna take you to a whole nother planet.
Shit.
But I'm gonna tell you, I got another one. I got something that's coming out in April for my 10th year anniversary. We got one that got 9 tobacco.
Back on, brother.
Yeah, it's 9 tobacco leaves in it, and it's that. Yeah, that. Yes, bro.
Did he say 9?
9. Yes.
I'ma just, you know what?
Holy shit! That means I'm gonna be
now. 9. Is it all?
All
I'm gonna ask this.
6.
Is it all from Dominican, Nicaraguan, different countries?
It's 2 countries. One leaf in, and again, see that's where people go like.
I can't say it on here right now.
I gotta have 9 leaves, but they have to be from Honduras. Blah, 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 blah. No, that shit don't work. It doesn't work because you what you're trying to do is you want to do the levels of the Seco and the primings together. So if I have let's say a Carrillo 98 Seco and Viso, and then I use another Seco Viso of the same area and a different one, that works. I can't go to fucking Honduras. I can't go to fucking Brazil and bring all this shit together and try to give you something that's gonna fucking smoke good. I want to bring it all to where it's all about the same and let them mellow together. That's what people is like, oh, let me get this exotic snake cigar that tastes like straight trash. So, you know, let's just.
I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let that.
Well,
I'm gonna just let that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. So I was a so-called rep for a certain person, and the cigars taste like trash.
Mm-hmm.
When I asked for my promoter pack, I got told I can't get it because I was giving away too many hats and shirts. I said, but the other guy can do it, but I can't.
Crazy.
How's that work?
That's why I don't have hats and shirts. Fuck, hats and shirts don't sell. I love the Giants and the Tar Heels, and the only time I wear a hat and a shirt is on game day. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't walking around every day with a hat and a fucking shirt. So let's keep that 100.
Now, do you have accessories for your company, like cutters, lighters, stuff like that?
I said lighters. Like if somebody orders a 5-pack, I send them a lighter. Everybody likes a lighter,
right?
Yeah, a little lighter. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of money. Do you want great cigars or do you want cutters and lighters?
I want great cigars.
I'd rather have the great cigars. I mean, I'm asking because we had founders who sent us.
Oh, bro.
Founders sent us 2 5-packs and they sent us 2 cutters and 2 lighters. Mm-hmm. They weren't the most expensive cutters and lighters, but I was like, I'm here more for the cigar.
I meant to throw some lighters in the box, so I was like, let me.
It's okay.
Don't worry about it, bro.
I wasn't worried about it, but it's like you said, they're letting their cigars speak for themselves.
Listen,
and that's it's always nice to have, if somebody sends a cutter and a lighter, because then if you're doing a video or you're trying to promote it, you could say, listen, I got the cutter, the lighter, let's light this up, and then you're using all their branded stuff.
No, you're right. But I usually send it.
But at the same time, I know what you're saying of the hats, the shirts, the ashtrays, the lighters, the cut. That adds more to the expense of the company that you don't have to add if you don't need to.
And Chris, it's like when we sent you the message, when I contacted you, I said, Chris, all we ask for is 2 cigars. Mm-hmm. That is it for me and him to smoke. That's whatever you want to send. Everybody goes, oh yeah, but you go on there and you beg. I said, no. How am I begging for cigars? Hold on. I said, how am I begging for cigars if they're coming on my podcast? I don't have their cigars. What do we know about it?
So you obviously, I'm sure you know him, Danny 505.
Yeah.
Okay. Danny put it to us the best way possible, and this is what I tell everybody. Because people go, well, you're asking for cigars, and he goes, yeah, but that's their compensation for their time.
Yeah.
That's time they're not going to get back. Instead of getting paid, the cigars are their compensation, but people don't.
It's a marketing thing too.
They don't understand that.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's different if you say, give me a bundle of cigars to get on your show. I'll be like, fuck you. I don't mind saying,
and that's.
I don't mind giving you 2 because you know why? People come to the house or sometime and we'll smoke 3 or 4 or whatever, and it doesn't matter. Or I'm out just smoking, 4 cigars a day, and I'm like, all right, here's 2, and we can talk about it, and plus your people on your podcast or your Instagram can see it that people that I may not have, and so it works both ways. So I don't have a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, this cigar delicious. Bro.
This is.
Man,
that's what I wanted to see his face the first time he smoked it. I like
it.
Yeah, we was out last night and we was at a bar last night and I gave a guy a cigar. I technically didn't want to give him one, but I gave him one anyway. So he smoked it. I was like, I just want to see his face when he lights it up. And he just kept coming back and coming back. He's like, what is this?
You know what? I am.
It's a cigar.
This right here is wow. It's everything you could look for in a cigar, transition wise, flavors. It's so simple, like you said, but it's very complex at the same time.
Yes, very simple.
And I think I think that's a lost art.
Yes.
In the industry is the complex flavors and transitions with very simple cigars.
Because Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of these new people putting out cigars are
What up, Maddie?
What up, Maddie? Are people that are buying bundles from other companies and just going on their computer and printing out labels and saying, "Oh, I blended this." Meanwhile, I had the same cigar yesterday. It was under another name.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna say
I'm gonna tell you. I don't give a shit. It can happen. It can happen. It can happen. I mean, I'm to be honest with you. Let's.
I'll say it does happen, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Yeah. I mean, but let's just call it what it is. Okay. The cigar community is very small, as we know. Because of social media, it makes it seem like we're this huge organization that we got millions of people smoking. But and you go in a room, like you have a party. Just say you have a party, and like, all right, I'm gonna have a party. I'm gonna have a cigar vendor there. It might be 10 people that may smoke, and you may have 200 people there. Case in point, we did a white party, private party that we did, and they had maybe 150 people there, and maybe 15 people were smoking. You know, and some wanted to just try it because they seen somebody smoke. So let's go and flip it to business side. They see all of this. They see these parties. So like, oh, shoot, we can do it too. We can do it too. Little do you know that.
Hey, Chris, give me 1 second, brother, because our time is up. But can we stay on and record this and put it up? So give us a few minutes because our time is up.
What I'll have to do is end this. Yeah. And then send you a link for a new recording studio, and then we'll record it.
All right, my brother.
That'll work.
All right, perfect. Well, guys, we'll see you again next week.
Deuces.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.